Hello everybody and welcome to my TikTok. If you've been following me for a while, you can just scroll on if you want, because this isn't new information for you, but it's been a long time since I did a, hey, this is me, video, so I thought I would do one up and welcome anybody new to my page. Hope everybody's doing well. My name is Beth. I am 35 years old from Ontario, Canada. I am on disability. I may not look disabled to you, and that's understandable because I understand I don't necessarily fit the bill of a disabled person, but I have multiple invisible disabilities. So let's talk about them. So first things first is I have mental disabilities. I have mental health issues. So I have borderline personality disorder, bipolar 2 manic, anxiety, ADHD, and PTSD caused from an abusive relationship, as well as depression. So all of those together make it very, very difficult for me to be able to go to work, whether it's from home or out of the house, and handle any situation that's given to me. It's not impossible, but it's very, very difficult. And I have lost many jobs, whether it's due to not being able to go to work because I'm having a really bad mental health day, or going to work and having a mental health breakdown. And I never understood why until I was received with these diagnoses. I was diagnosed with depression at the age of 16. And then I was diagnosed with bipolar in 2020, I believe. No, we're in 2024. That's too recent. 2012, 2013 maybe. I remember I was diagnosed with it when I was seeing a psychiatrist to go through for bariatric surgery for the very first time. That's who diagnosed me with bipolar. And then most recently when I tried to go for bariatric surgery again, a couple years ago now, 2022, I tried to go for bariatric surgery again. I was seen with another psychiatrist who diagnosed me with borderline personality. Anxiety has been diagnosed for as long as I can remember. Even as a child, I was a very anxious child. And then the PTSD, again, was determined through counseling after I got out of the abusive relationship. So that's just my mental health. I'm all sorts of fucked up. Now let's get into physical health. So I have asthma. That's not part of the disability though, because it's very well managed. I don't often have asthma attacks. It has to be like really, really, really cold out, or really, really, really humid out, or when I get sick, or if I'm doing heavy physical activity. That's usually what triggers my asthma. I have osteoarthritis, sorry. Hopefully I don't get osteoporosis. The osteoarthritis, and I have limited mobility due to that, as well as I'm sure being obese has an impact on that as well, I won't deny. And for that reason, I'm in a wheelchair whenever I have to go out to certain appointments or to do my shopping, like grocery shopping or whatever. I need to either use my wheelchair, or I use the store's mobility scooters if available. If I'm shopping alone, it's just easier than trying to push the cart while using my wheelchair. I also apparently have a walking issue. I don't know how to describe it. My orthopedist told me. Basically, it's I walk on the outside edge of my foot and roll down, instead of walking heel to toe. I don't even notice. I guess I've just always walked that way. For that reason, they have me with AFOs, which are ankle foot orthotics or braces. to keep my foot straight and not allow me to turn it to be able to walk like this, to help my balance better when I'm walking. When I am walking, I have a walker or a cane that I use depending on the distance that I am going. I also have sleep apnea. Again, it's not part of the disability. It's just a fact that I have it. I am type 2 diabetic, insulin dependent, meaning I only take insulin. I do not use any oral medications for my diabetes. They did not work for me. But I'm also insulin dependent, which is apparently a lot of type 2s are. And it just means that my body does not use the insulin it has properly, nor does it use the fake insulin properly. I have to use a lot of insulin to control my numbers. They want me on an insulin pump so that I can have ongoing insulin in my body, as well as the bolus amounts every few hours. Unfortunately, I cannot get an insulin pump covered by the government because I am type 2. I have polycystic ovarian syndrome. They think I have endometriosis, but there is no way to know for sure unless you go for invasive surgery to look around. I can't remember the name of that surgery. Exploratory surgery. Sorry, I had to think about that. Which they don't like to do. So there's that. There's really nothing they could do for it anyways. I have costochondritis, which just means I get inflammation in the chest. Really the only thing I can do for that is when I'm having a flare of that, it's take some anti-inflammatories, drink a hot tea, try to relax, that kind of thing. Going back to the PCOS and endometriosis, I also have what they call dysmenorrhea, which means my cycles are really, really heavy and really, really painful. I'm usually bedridden for the first 48 hours because I'm in so much pain. Unfortunately, there's no cure for that either. I also have acid and bile reflux. So everybody knows what acid reflux is. Bile reflux is the same idea, only it comes from your intestinal tracts instead of your stomach. I have both, unfortunately. I've been told that my body just overproduces acid, and there's really nothing they can do about it. They have me on acid blockers or whatever those are called, but they only work so well. And then I have cyclic vomiting syndrome, and I have a minor delay in swallowing, esophageal motility delay, which also leads into having undiagnosed gastroparesis. So gastroparesis is, in layman's terms, paralyzation of the stomach. My stomach is not paralyzed as of this moment, but there is a delay in emptying. So what this means is that when I eat, it takes my body longer to digest the food than it would somebody else. With that being said, that means I also have a feeding tube. So this is a surgical feeding tube, which is a GJ tube, so gastrojejunal, because when I'm in a gastro flare, I can't eat orally and I have to eat through a feeding tube. I have formula that I pour into a bag, hook up to a pump and all that stuff. If you want to see that, I can tag you in videos, let me know below. I also have ADHD. I get really bad migraines, which I'm about to be starting Botox for, which is covered through the government because the medications that we have tried me on have not worked. And so now we try the Botox, and hopefully that works. I also am hard of hearing and wear hearing aids when out in public. When I'm at home, I don't genuinely wear them. But when I'm out in public, I wear them so that I can make sure I can hear everything. And then lastly, my body does not like to hold on to vitamin D. I have extreme vitamin D deficiency, and as of recently, I was also diagnosed with extreme vitamin C deficiency. So not all of these contribute to me being on disability, especially not a single one of them together, but when you add it all together, it makes me chronically ill disabled. And unfortunately, this time I'm not able to work. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments. Time is running out. I do love you guys. I appreciate everybody who is kind and respectful. And as long as you're kind and respectful to me, I will be kind and respectful to you. That's really all I have to say. And if you have any questions, let me know, because I know this is a lot of information. Bye.